recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios Brisbane on 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
With 10 years experience and over 500 episodes,
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture.
Want to reach out? Message us on Facebook at ZED Games AU.
Hello. You are listening to Zed Games. My name is Rani, and in studio with me I have
Caroline
and
Cam.
Woo!
How's it going?
I feel a little left out without a C name. Should I rename
Crani.
myself? Crani.
Ronnie.
Alright, I'm Crani for the evening.
Crani the crab.
Crani the crab. Okay, we'll go with that. We love a good crab theme here at Zed Games. It is our jam. But not crab jam.
Crab
we don't
jam.
like that.
Yeah.
You have that on a bit of toast. It's lovely.
Absolutely.
That's what happens when you step on a very small crab.
Oh no.
You get crab jam.
No.
In between your toes.
Yep.
Jinx by Mickey.
Mixes with the toe jam. All right.
Yep. Okay. I have regrets. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep this ship going, and then here we go.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. This week we have some gaming news. We have a review from Cam. And then we're just going to chat because I came in last minute, so I had zero plan for this show. Because I wasn't meant to be here, and yet I was here, and yet I am here.
We honour your sacrifice.
It's okay, I live in the station, so it really wasn't that hard. No, what have you guys been playing at the moment?
Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everybody knows my suffering.
Apparently, ever since I dropped the PlayStation off, that's only thing that's been playing.
Yeah.
You didn't go for Stray first. You didn't go for, anything else first. You went straight for Elden Ring.
You're like, what would make me so miserable?
Yes.
I know.
Look, I've tried to play Dark Souls before. I've tried to play Bloodborne. Elden Ring is the one that I've stuck with the most.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm pretty far into it. I'm nearly level 100.
I definitely played more Elden Ring than I did of Dark Souls 3. But that's because Dark Souls 3 did not work on the PC. Did not work.
Uh-oh.
It was so bad.
It was buggy.
It was so buggy. And then I plugged a controller in to see if that would make it work better, and all it did was spin around very aggressively. I was like, I don't really get motion sick playing games, but I got motion sick looking at that.
Oh, no.
What about you, Cam?
I have to admit that I realised that my TV has Steam Link built into it. So I was like, I've got a new PC.
What kind of TV do you have?
I don't know. It's a thing with a button, and it's got a Netflix button on it.
I want one of those.
Yeah, it's cool. And so I was able to, now it's just turned into this big old console. But then I realised RetroArch, the old emulator platform kind of system, is on Steam.
Oh.
Cue that, plug that into that, plug a controller into the TV.
There's lots of wires going
Lots of wires,
places,
and the end of the day, this super expensive TV is being used to play 40-year-old video games, and I never want to stop that. Thank you. It's always 1994 in my house.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, well, I think that we're going to get into some news. Who did the news this week? This is how unprepared I am. Zara did do the news this week. That's right. They told me that they did the news this week. That's where I'm at. Zara, I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're going to listen to the news. You're listening to Zed Games, and here is your week in gaming news.
Happy New Year! This week in gaming news, Mission Hitman changes. Fans of the Hitman series are undergoing some changes in order to create an ever-expanding world that could evolve over time. And this next step is set to allow IO Interactive realize the vision they've set out to achieve. Hitman 3 will become Hitman World of Assassination and will include access to Hitman 1 and Hitman 2. Those who already own Hitman 3 will get a free upgrade to Hitman World of Assassination. This also means that World of Assassination will be the only single option to start playing. There will be no more confusion over which edition to buy, what content you own, how to redeem legacy packs or import locations, etc. We're done with that, says IO Interactive. These changes will come into effect on the 26th of January 2023. Sonic's dad indicted for insider trading. The Blue Hedgehog's co-creator, Yuji Naka, along with a former Square Enix employee, Taisuke Sasaki, have both been formally indicted after their arrest in November for alleged insider trading. Naka has been determined to have confidential information about Square Enix's plans to develop a Final Fantasy spin-off, and used this information to buy 144.7 million yen of company stock, or 1.6 million Australian dollars, knowing that the announcement would cause the stock value to rise. Square Enix has stated they are fully committed to working with authorities as the investigation continues. It is unclear when Naka and Sasaki will stand trial. What's this? It's Sephiroth with the chair! Kenny Omega, a famous wrestler, joined the fray at Japan's Wrestle Kingdom event in his Sephiroth cosplay, even walking out to his theme song, One Winged Angel. Kenny Omega has spent a few years in America in AEW, a newer competitor to WWE. Omega, however, returned to Wrestle Kingdom, which is exactly what it sounds like. And yes, his walk was exactly as cool as you imagine it would be, featuring Sephiroth's wing, giant screens, and pyrotechnics. Omega also won the match. Logan's NFTs. YouTuber Logan Paul had developed a really fun game that makes you money, CryptoZoo, where you buy currency to spend on egg NFTs that hatch. You can breed these animals to make hybrids, and eventually you're supposed to be able to cash out money. Members of Paul's team ended up selling their currency early to make millions, while fans ended up losing thousands. Logan Paul did address accusations of CryptoZoo being a scam by attempting to discredit his critics, such as investigative YouTuber Steven Coffeezilla Findenson, who had spent a year looking into CryptoZoo, as well as a slew of scams in the crypto space. I don't want to talk about this anymore. And now for some upcoming games. January 10 brings Flash Party for the PC. January 11 brings Children of Silent Town for the PC, PS4, Xbox One and Switch, and Candria for the PC. January 12 brings Gatewalkers for the PC, One Piece Odyssey for the PC, Rogue AI Simulator for the PC, Terror of Hemosaurus for the Switch, Vengeful Guardian Moonrider for the PC, PS4 and Switch. That's it this week in gaming news.
Plus,
Thank
Sony
you, Zara.
announced a bunch of stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, Sony did. I just wanted to thank Zara for doing the news for us before we go chatting about things.
Thank you, Zara.
It's okay.
You're great.
No, you're right. That was good. That was interesting. I had one of those moments where I listened to everything and planned on talking about it, but then immediately forgot about it all. So, Sony, you can tell us this extra little tidbit.
Well, they announced this new controller process where they're going to be making controllers accessible for everyone. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
Are they going to be as expensive as the Microsoft attachments, or are they going to be because that was my whole thing. Microsoft/Xbox made these amazing accessible controllers, and yet they're all so expensive. Someone added up how much it would be if you got all of the extra little bits, and it was just way too much. That is great though. We need more accessibility, because otherwise you couldn't play the PlayStation if you had any access needs.
Yeah, and everyone's going to eventually at some point.
Exactly. Especially because you can now just have things on your TV. I mean, Xbox.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man, if I do, Sonic's dad indicted for insider trading. I think I just didn't move past the headline of that. I was like, what? I'm sorry.
Yuji Naka.
Yeah.
He was he kind of, I don't know.
Allegedly. Insider trading.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Please don't sue us.
Yes, we're Triple Z. We can't afford to be sued.
Well, no journalist can really.
No.
They come after us individually, not. Yeah. No. Yeah. Allegedly, in accused of.
Well, what's he gonna do? He's in jail. He can't do anything to us. He's probably not listening.
Yeah. Look, that's
He'll
fine.
sick Sonic on us.
Oh no! But we love Sonic.
Isn't
all
it
of us
weird
collectively. The Hitman changes? Hitman 3 will become Hitman World of Assassination, and will include access to Hitman 1 and Hitman 2. Oh, I like that. Those who already own Hitman 3.
It's a good idea, so you don't be like, I don't know what Hitman to get. You just get
the newest one.
You just get a Hitman.
Well, it will be the only one that you'll be able to get soon.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there will be no more confusion over which edition to buy, what content you own, how to redeem legacy packs, or import locations. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Anybody interested in any of the games coming out?
I looked at that list and went, there are a bunch of words.
Maybe Rogue AI Simulator, but I don't know.
I don't think any of them really tickle my pickle, so to speak.
When was the last time a game came out in January that was like a big hitter? Like it's generally...
I don't know. January isn't usually a month for
Legends?
releases.
Didn't that come out last year in January?
No.
yeah.
Oh, did it?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, usually Nintendo tries to get us in for
Maybe.
Christmas.
But
I mean, they could have. They could have. Cam has a review for us, and I'm very excited about that.
Oh.
What are you reviewing for us?
I'm
this
reviewing
evening?
a game called Sail Forth, which was kindly provided to us. Thank you, Zara, for organising that. Reviewed it on the Switch, but it's available on everything except for the Commodore 64, which I find personally disappointing, but let's roll with it. So, a lot of games these days are based around questions that excite our senses with possibilities. So, for example, what if you could explore the universe? What if you had the power to stop a zombie outbreak? What if we were a cat in a post-apocalyptic cityscape? What if we were a witch trapped inside a pumpkin? Well, Sail Forth asked the tantalizing question, what if the sailing parts in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker were actually good?
I feel like that's a sick burn, but I haven't played the game, so...
Well, it's
a lot of Wind Waker is not really good sailing, or sailing at all, for that matter.
Yes.
It's fine.
There's a reason they chopped out a lot of the sailing stuff in the recent remake. So yeah, so it's a question that really not even Nintendo could really figure out. So Sail Forth does a mighty fine job of exploring possibilities. Now there is a story underneath the cel-shaded surface, but really all you really need to know is that you're a sailor. You have a ship. You're not a great sailor, and frankly, it's really not a great ship. But by golly, you're going to set sail, explore the vast oceans to find treasure, discover new lands, upgrade your fleet, and even get into some fights with dreaded pirates that hopefully you'll escape by the skin of your teeth. But here's the thing. One of the things I really like most about video games is not so much doing as it is being. I don't know if it makes sense, but hang on, let me give you an example. So Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yes.
There's all the violence, you can go on missions and shoot people and whatever, and but what I actually really like to do is just chill out. I really like to just get in a car and drive around, find somewhere nice to drive to, listen to the radio, look at the scenery, right? That's just me. Sail Forth offers that kind of tranquility quite a lot. Actually, it's quite a beautiful experience. You just float away on the undulating water, enjoy the ever-changing scenery.
Sorry, that song, Sail Away, Sail Away. In my head now.
Sail away, come sail away, come
Enya
sail
apparently
away.
has her own castle in Ireland where she looks out, and she looks out every morning and sees everyone down there, and then she disappears. Like, it's actually a bit of a tourist event. You walk up to the castle and, oh, you spot Enya. Why would you do that anyway? Okay, I can't stand it. Anyhow, the sun sets, rain comes and goes, and you can just chill out, bobbing on the water, escaping civilization and any thought of Enya. Now, the secret of becoming a great sailor is taking advantage of the currents and the winds, right? Maps unlock to display the direction of the water flow, and an on-screen indicator shows you which way the wind is blowing based on your current direction, right?
Yep.
So after a while, it becomes second nature to shift the sail's direction and to slow yourself down or go into tight maneuvers. It sounds complex, but actually, honestly, after like 10 minutes or so, you can fool yourself into thinking you could actually do this for real. I saw a news story the other day that it was like 60% of people, 60% of people think they can land a plane if they got given guidance.
What, because they've played Flight Simulator?
Yeah. And
I could do it.
I definitely could not.
And I
can
could
crash a plane if you really want a plane crashed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're comfortable to crash a plane.
And just go, boom. And then millions are dead.
Oh, millions?
Yep.
Where are you landing?
I don't know. New York City.
Fair enough.
No.
Well, too soon? Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, so, of course, there's actually a video game here too. As you explore the myriad of things to do, you can see, you can buy and fight things. There's deliveries to make.
What can you fight? Can you fight crabs?
You can find crabs.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you pick them up?
You can.
Can you pat them?
No.
Will they pinch you?
You're not even given an option, frankly. I know.
I want an option to pat the crab, and I will accept the consequences of being pinched if I do pat the crab.
Do you want like
Pinchy,
little
pinchy,
get?
pinchy,
Do you want it to respond positively to you? I mean,
I
hang
would
on, it's
love
got
that,
this hard
yeah.
shell. Would it even notice you petting
I
it?
think so.
I mean, dogs and cats have fur and skin. And
I'm pretty sure turtles can feel when you
Yeah,
pat their
I think they
shell.
still have like nerve receptor things
So
underneath it or
Crabs should be similar,
something like that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Someone text in and let us know
bollocks.
whether or not a crab would be able to like actually like specifically something like a sand crab or a mud crab or like something you'd find on the beach.
Yes, definitely. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that kind of call-in show now.
Well, text us in and let us know. If you could pat the crab, would it even be able to feel it? That's what I want to know. Sorry to derail your review yet again.
I'm glad for it.
All right.
Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah, cool. So there's deliveries to make. There's people asking you to take photos of them. Other sailors challenge you to a race. And, of course, there's fishing, which does relate a little
Oh,
bit
yes,
to...
we love fishing.
We love fishing. Every game needs a fishing mini-game, even if...
Every game does need a fishing
Yes.
minigame.
Yes.
This is a hard agree, and
Yeah.
I will fight to the death
No.
if you disagree with me.
No, I totally agree. Every
I will
game needs
die
a
on this
fishing
hill.
game. And every game needs the ability to spit out rainbows on top of people, and when they burst open, enemies' fruit should come out.
Okay,
Yep, that's my rule.
all right.
That's why I'm a legendary game designer.
Yes.
Anyway, everyone who's worked with me is listening to me going, no, he's not. Okay, so, yes. Sail forth fishing is actually pretty good. Different fish are collected to be taken to the local fish collector, kind of like the museum bits in Animal Crossing. You know, when
yeah.
you get the... you end up
Yeah.
Gotta
Getting
complete
hope.
something.
Yeah, and they're all really
yes.
weird, like fish. They're not like regular halibuts. They're like things that are like, oh, this one's got a philosophy major.
What?
Yeah.
This one has a PhD in creative writing. We should just throw her back.
Arts degree.
This one's
Ugh.
getting her PhD. Nah, just throw her back. Or maybe we'll leave her out and put her out of her misery.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so if you thought drifting aimlessly in the ocean was pretty chill, then wait till you completely frost out with fishing. It is super chill.
Oh, I'm keen.
Yep. Combat, however, much more complex, action-focused. You equip cannons to different sides of the ship, so you can have some on the front, some on the side, some on the back, whatever. And then you try to orientate your ship to be within range and blast away your enemies. It's really tricky, and it's really tricky to set the sails, and keep your ship from sinking in the process. I die a lot, but it's okay because you come back from where you left off, get back to it real quick, which is great for someone like me with the attention span of a Vegemite sandwich. You also get to upgrade your ship and even expand your fleet to make things easier later on. It's really cool to see like 2 or 3 ships behind you and following whatever you do, and you feel powerful.
Squad.
Yeah,
It's adorable.
yeah, it's like friendship goals.
Hashtag friendship goals. Oh, no, sorry.
I
Okay,
get a laugh. I'm happy.
it's fine.
So sonically though, not Sonic, audibly,
Oh.
audio. Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh.
It's very quiet out on the ocean. Sonic.
Well, yeah, it would be.
Yeah, Sailforth doesn't really blow away the soothing ambiance of the rolling waves with too much music. Instead, it relies on like thematic cues based on what's happening around you. So
if there's a shark, does the Jaws theme
I've-
song play?
I've yet to come across a shark.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe there is there. Who knows?
Ooh, what about whales?
That
Have
would
you
be
come
cool.
across a whale?
No. Apparently there's dolphins.
Oh, okay. I wonder
that'd be nice.
what plays then.
Oh, like this theme tune to Flipper. Ask your parents. All right, when the silence is broken by pirates arriving on the scene, there's a small musical sting, similar to when you interact with the surreal characters you encounter along the way. There's people on the water who are just selling you ship parts. But
Can you become friends with pirates so that they don't attack you?
Oh, it's actually really cool. Like, okay, so when you... Oh, I don't turn my phone
He's
off.
put the phone down.
I put the phone down.
So excited.
Yeah, so you get into a pirate battle. Let's say your ship, like the one I've got at the moment, I've got 2 or 3 ships, but the one I've got at the moment can have 3 people on them,
Wow.
right?
He's just got 2 or 3 ships. Just 2 or 3 ships. It's fine.
I sound like a rich jerk.
It's all
The
those
yachts
games
as
that you
well.
designed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we get all these residuals. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. games industry, you don't get residuals. But anyway, like, so I only had one person on my ship because I lost them, but I went into a pirate battle and then blew up the pirate ship, and then the people were floating in the water, and they go, help me, and you can pick them up, and they come on board your ship, and then you're friends again.
Yay! Okay, so you can become friends with them only after you destroy their ship.
Yeah, you destroy their livelihood.
You can have Morrissey.
Morrissey?
Marcy.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't want Morrissey. He's a jerk.
Don't make fun of my accent.
Would never. So anyway, sound effects are really bold and cartoony. Cannons go off with a bitey bang. Characters talk in cheerful blurbs. They go... Just...
That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, you played it before. There you go. And the sound of the ocean is simultaneously soothing and exciting. So, criticisms. There's actually very little to criticize, to be honest. My main bugbear is that it's all too easy to crash onto the islands, especially because I've got my cannons on the front of the ship and I'm aiming towards someone, and then I realise, they've moved out of the way and now I'm heading into an island, and then you crash. You get stuck at inopportune times. The menu system's kind of fiddly, but really, honestly, it's exactly my kind of game. Sail 4 is really my kind of game. There's a big world to explore. I can see myself spending the next few weeks seeing what there is to see. I'm going to go find that dolphin.
Yep. Find a whale for me too, please.
It's true. I really want to see what I can CCC at the bottom of the deep blue CCC. It's easy to pick up. Hard to put down, and there's plenty of depth. Ha! See what I did there? End on a pun, people. That's how the pros do it. Thank you very much.
What can you play Sail 4th on?
You can play it on literally everything. Switch, Xbox.
Can I play it on my phone?
No.
Yeah.
What about one of those fancy fridges?
Oh, probably. If you stream your... it's on PC, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, it's on Switch, it's on the Game Boy.
Okay. All right.
That's my review.
I love your review, and I'm very excited for... I don't know. I probably won't play it, but I did find a sailing simulator, so I'm gonna get behind that.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna get on a real boat and sail to Tassie. So, yes, this is Zed Games. I am Rani. That's Caroline. You can't see me pointing to Caroline, and the other person on the other microphone is Cam,
and I'm
who's pointing to himself.
We're all invisible.
All right, we're gonna chat a little bit about rage quitting, which is a thing that a lot of players do. And I feel like if you don't know what rage quitting is, you're lucky to have never witnessed it, because it is a scary thing to witness.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have ever rage quit yourself, then you would be familiar with what it is. Usually it is when you get so frustrated at a game that you just, very aggressively quit it. In whatever way that is.
Yes.
And so that's different for other people. For me, my rage quitting, with quotation marks, used to just be that I would, put my fist down on my desk, which is something that I watched someone do, so I learned, because naturally I had no rage...
It from you, Dad.
Rage quit instincts. I didn't learn it from my dad.
Okay.
I learned it from a friend. And, so that was, the rage quit. It was a very easy one to unlearn, because I actually had no natural instinct for that. I swear a lot, usually, but I've never actually, fully been so frustrated with a game that I've just, shut the computer off, or shut the console off, or, anything like that. I've, got, pretend... I would shake a controller sometimes. I'd be like... But yeah, no, rage quitting.
I was taught very young not to, damage the very expensive things, because if you break it, you're not gonna be able to play it. So, shake it a bit, lots of swearing, lots of shouting, and then walk away from it for a bit, generally.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of things. There's Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo, the original one. Ask your parents. It's...
Mum, Dad, what's this game?
If you can call in.
Street Fighter.
It's that kind of call-in show now. But anyway, the last boss of that, just stupidly, cheat nonsense, just completely busted me to shreds.
Yeah.
And I just had to pick up the controller one day in a typical teenage testosterone fooled rage. threw it against the wall.
Never. Oh.
And to this day, I'm still using that Super Nintendo controller, and there's just a little click on the right button. It's just like,
I feel shame
I
every
do.
time.
I'm glad I really learned a lesson about anger issues there, and I've never had a thing ever since.
I did have a friend whose brother was banned from using our PlayStation when we got the PS5 because all of the PS4 controllers in the house were broken because he'd sort of gotten so angry that he'd thrown them, which is like kind of a very that is maybe the most natural instinct I've ever had when I've been frustrated at a game, would be to like throw whatever was in my hand. But it wasn't like the connection between like this and the game. It was just I'm holding something and I'm frustrated and I want to put my hands up, and so it was more a case of like not gonna throw, and I've never thrown it. I have, however, thrown my phone. I would get like overwhelmed with my phone in general, like messages going off, and I've just like thrown it across the room.
Good move.
Yeah.
Yep.
On that though, how do you deal with yourself when you've rage quit something?
Well, I immediately felt bad because I wanted to keep playing Street Fighter, and it was very important to me. And I'm like, no, I just sold my entire comic book collection to buy this game. I need it.
Oh, dang. I generally... some space from the game helps.
Yeah. So that's why you're here now, right?
Yes.
You're taking some space from Elden Ring.
Yes. Because,
And then,
I need a few hours away from it, and then I can go back, and maybe I'll be better, maybe I'll be worse.
Yeah, my next question was going to be, like, what is the last game that you rage quit?
Oh, I didn't so much rage quit it as I rage posted it.
Okay.
So Medieval on PlayStation 4 was a remake of a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
But they didn't add any quality of life modern stuff, right? Like you'd expect.
I hate it when they do that.
It just kills me because like it was like 30 years ago you could accept that like you could only save at the end of the level, right? But these days we expect to be able to save anywhere you want and, you know, save scum and all that kind of stuff, right?
I just expect that the game's going to save for me.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
so accustomed to autosave now that I'm just like, oh, I'm sure it's saved. No. There are still some games that do not autosave. Just double check that.
Yep. Everyone, you've got like an autosave and then under it, it's a manual save and they're like 2 seconds away from each other every time.
That's all of my games.
Oh, do you guys like, okay, when you choose a save slot, do you choose the first one or the last one?
First one.
Are you a first or only child?
No, I'm a first, yeah. I'm
I
a first
tend to
child.
pick the first one. I am also a first.
Interesting.
What about you?
No, I choose the last one because I'm a first child. My younger siblings would always go in and then hit start, and then go into my save files.
No, so my little brother, we had a lot of like Nintendo consoles when we were little. Not a lot. We had a single Nintendo console.
Oh, look, he's rich now. We had so many Nintendo consoles.
I had a Game Boy first, and he wasn't allowed to play it. So, and then when we upgraded to the DS, we got our own. Okay. So we never had to share. And so we played a lot of Pokemon, and Pokemon always came out with 2 games, so we get one of each. And that's how we had that. So we never had that issue. And then when we had the PlayStation, we were sharing the PS3. No, I think we just played different games. Or we just had we had separate users. So we played our individual users.
Yeah.
So we were very good about sharing but separate.
It's weird. Like 30 years later, I'm still doing this. I'm still making sure I choose the last slot, even though I don't have to worry about this anymore.
No, our first console was a PlayStation 2, so we had our own memory cards.
Oh, yeah.
So, and also I just played more games than my sister. She
that's
wasn't
fair.
as into
That's
it as
fair.
me.
That's fair.
So going back to the medieval thing, just like I got so enraged with this, like I was just actually so bad. I was like, it's so frustratingly difficult. It's one mistake and you have to restart the entire level. Not only that, you have to reload the level, so you're sitting there forever, just like.
Yeah.
Great. So eventually I just went, that's it. This game is banned from the house. Popped it out of the PS4, put it back in its case, popped it in a little jiffy bag, mailed it to someone I didn't like.
I love that. Okay, so actually the last game that I would have rage quit, which we spoke about a little bit in the Discord, not the rage quitting, but the game itself, because Paul called me out on how many sessions of it I'd played in the last year. Because Steam does that similar thing that Spotify does. It gives you a Wrapped. Anyway, I played 94 sessions of totally accurate Battlegrounds last year. Which I call wiggly because it's wiggly. Anyway, if you load up the game, you'll know why I say wiggly. Rage quit that. I only ever rage quit that though because I'm trying to close the game and it freezes, and so then I'm like aggressively clicking the mouse until the Windows thing pops up and he's like, "Do you want to force quit this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I absolutely want to force quit this. Like, why is it still doing this?" The game isn't supported. Like, it doesn't have ongoing like support like that, so it's fine. But it's still a good game. That just occasionally, when you're trying to exit it, it will freeze on you.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I did have a moment in Elden Ring where I wandered into a high-level area, wandered into a boss thing where I couldn't escape. I had a lot of runes on me. The boss, I hit it, it did a minuscule amount of damage, and then just screamed, "Turn off the console! Turn off the console!" So Zara ran in and ejected the disc after being like, "Wait, are you serious? Are you serious?" I had just a moment of pure panic.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm going to die and lose all my progress.
Yeah, I've coward quit before.
Oh yeah, I frequently coward quit.
I have definitely coward quit before.
Yep.
Which is totally fine. I mean, like, I just, I think that's fine. You can coward quit. I'm not gonna get mad at you for that. I'm not gonna get mad at myself for that.
No, if you realise you're going to get into an angry situation, it's better to avoid the conflict, right? That's what my therapist told me today for $200.
It's better. Avoid conflict, but that can also get problematic. So we shouldn't be avoiding conflict way too much. Okay, other than Elden Ring, what have you been playing?
Ooh, Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors.
That's my sleepy before bed video game.
Yeah.
Like, I stop playing Elden Ring at 2 in the morning and then go play Sonic Colors in bed for like another hour. But
because otherwise it would be unhealthy.
Yeah, I'm a very healthy person, I swear. No, that's very frustrating as well because the controls feel very floaty and they want you to do some very precise platforming. So frequently I will just be like, okay, it's time for sleep now. No more games.
Yeah.
Games make me too angry and then I sit there with the blankets pulled up, seething.
That's fair enough. Cam, what have you been playing?
Let's see. Besides Sail Forth, a lot of PlayStation 1 games. Which
okay.
Yeah,
anyone in particular that you like to come back to?
Oh, jeez. There was a game called The Italian Job, which came out very, very late in the PlayStation 1 life. It was based on the old 1960s Michael Caine film. Again, ask your grandparents. But it was like you're in this little mini driving around Italy, and it was and you had to escape the cops, and it was very pleasant. And everyone's very polite and British.
Oh,
and
that doesn't
not
sound
Italian.
Right.
They bash into other cars and go, "Oh, sorry about that." And I thought that's delightful.
Whiz, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
I have bumped your car.
I bumped your noggin, I have. Oh, it was delightful.
I've given you a brain hemorrhage. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was reminded about a game I calm quit.
Yeah.
Which is a different thing where you get so serene.
Then you're just like, I'm done.
Well, yeah. Like, okay, so X-Wing, right? There was a thing called Star Wars.
Yeah.
Back in the day, right? There was a game called X-Wing,
I have no idea what this Star Wars is that you speak
There
of.
was a War on a Star.
War on a Star. Anyway, Last Jedi was the best one. But in the last bit of X-Wing, you do the Death Star trench run, right? You go into the trench run and, you go try to blow up the Death Star, right? You do the whole Luke Skywalker thing, right? But the thing is, if you get kit, I was doing this thing where, like, instead of respawning, I would start the whole game again. Because I'm a masochist, in the same way that you play Elden Ring. And, like, I was doing this thing, and this is the final mission. I was like, if I die, I don't know what I'm going to do. Then all of a sudden, I'm in the trench run. I'm doing the thing. I'm seeing, I'm going towards the target.
Are you using the Force?
Well, here's the thing. I got so calm. I just stopped being so stressed. Stopped being, scared about what I was doing. I reached out and turned off the monitor. And then it just went, I am totally calm. Reached out, clicked the fire button. I can hear the sound effect. Perfect shot. And I went, that's it. I'm never playing a video game again.
like, I'm done. I've peaked. It's good. This is the life.
Calm quitting.
Calm quitting. All right. So what have I been playing? I just loaded in. I'm still playing a lot of COD. I had a week away from my computer, which I didn't want to do, but I did anyway.
You're so brave.
Yeah, I
what's
played
it
no
like?
games. I read a lot of books.
I'm
I've
sure.
been playing a lot of Warzone. But I just loaded in Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance, so that I can do a review for that for Valentine's Day. Because that's my dating life is. No.
Wow.
You only date dinosaurs.
I only date dinosaurs, specifically raptors that can skateboard. No.
Wow, clever girls.
Radical.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Death Stranding to prepare for Death Stranding 2 whenever it comes out. I've been playing... No, that's it. I'm gonna load in Red Dead 2, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and something else. Probably that sailing simulator. I was like, I'm gonna get that. Because I think that'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I don't know. I think also that maybe we're coming to, like, the end of the show. We're getting to that point. So we're gonna let some... Well, actually, we still have a little bit of time. But before we say, like, proper goodbye, what... Yeah, okay, so you're only gonna play Elden Ring for a while on the horizon. You got nothing new coming.
No, I want to beat it.
Yeah.
I am determined.
I'll see you in 10 years.
Yep, bye.
Cam, what are you...
I'm playing a new Commodore 64 game called Muddy Races, because there are new Commodore 64 games coming out every week, and it's fantastic. The platform's older than everyone in this room put together. But it's a little top-down little arcade racer where you're a little car driving around a little track, and there's mud around. And I love that old school kind of stuff. There you go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I want to pick up Tiny Tina's Wonderland and
yeah.
Because I haven't played it yet, and it was pretty big, and Station Dad told me I should play it, and other people have told me I should play it, so I think I'm going to do it. I think that it's on sale at the moment, but I think that I don't really have spare cash to spend on it right now, so I'll wait until the next time it comes out on sale. Yeah. I haven't been playing my Switch.
It's the only thing I play now.
Well, I have a hard time with controllers, right? Because my hands are kind of not great. So keyboard and mouse is usually where it's at. But I think that maybe I want to play a little bit more on my Switch. And I think I'll probably, to like chill out, because I need to chill out in the moment, play some more Stardew Valley. I haven't touched my farm in a little while.
Yeah.
And at least when I play Stardew Valley, for the first time after a while, at least they don't shame me. I'm actually too afraid to go back into my Animal Crossing save. Like, I'm actually too scared to go back and talk to Isabel, because I know she's gonna, or any of the villagers, because I know they're gonna be like, wow, we haven't seen you in a year and a half. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. They're like, the island's a mess. It's half terraformed. What were you doing? And I was like,
booted up Animal Crossing so that we could watch the fireworks in it, because we couldn't find a stream for the fireworks. So I booted it up, and while we were waiting, all my villagers was just like, we haven't seen you in 11 months.
You're like, wow, you've been counting, okay?
You're here for the fireworks? Wow.
Yeah, so
and you're going to just disappear again.
That's
cool.
a game that I've coward quit. I've coward quit Animal Crossing because I'm so scared of being shamed by my villagers that I would rather not, engage. I'm actually considering just getting rid of my original save and starting over from scratch. That is how much shame I have over the neglect that I have given my Animal Crossing island. I don't know if you have done the same.
I've lost real world friends because I haven't replied to texts for however long it is, until you realize, oh, I cannot reply to this now, and I just lost contact with people, right? And I feel less guilty about that than my Animal Crossing save file.
Actually, I feel like I can relate to that. But we are actually going to say goodbye now because it has been lovely. I have stepped in and done a time of this.
Thank you, Rani.
You've done so well. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Everybody thanks you.
Thank you for coming in, Cam
Always
and
a pleasure.
Caroline. It has been a pleasure. I promise that the next show that I'm in this seat for, I will have actually planned. And I've had like a month's notice for it, so it's fine. Anyway, This is Zed Games. I'm Rani. Caroline and Cam joined me in the studio today. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to say goodbye.
Bye. Love you.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, check out our podcast on Spotify.
Or follow us on social media at ZED Games AU.
See you next time.